good?
It's Frnds versus Frnds. We
I'm-
here, we talk nothing, talk debate, nothing but basketball, yo. Show host JT. We got KB right here.
Yo.
We got Adam the Stat Man.
Stat man, yeah, that's me.
What's good? How y'all feeling?
We are in exceptional spirits right now. The sound engineer's wife just made some chicken.
Garlic parmesan.
Garlic parmesan
Hey,
wings.
bruh.
Better than Buffalo
Hey,
Wild Wings.
It was right here. It was going down.
Better
bruh.
than Wingstop.
Do not get it twisted. Like I just feel great. It's like you know, in the video games where you pick up chicken off the street and get life from it. It feels like that.
You get the extra life.
Extra life,
You get the
yeah.
extra life. Like, oh, I'm about to survive now. Yeah,
It's like
for
that.
real,
Yep.
for real.
Streets of Rage.
Bro, we in here, man. So, man, this past couple of weeks has been crazy in the basketball world. So, I do want to highlight one thing, yo. How'd y'all feel about LeBron crying about that foul, bro? Real shit.
Yo, Pat Bev interviewed the next day about that whole situation with him doing the camera and how LeBron felt.
Yo, whose camera was it? Whose camera?
He actually went to one of the freelancers like, yo, can I borrow
okay.
that?
I thought it was
Like,
a fan.
No. He went to one of the people like, can I have that? And
Yeah.
that person had the picture and showed it to the ref.
Damn.
And the ref was like, yo, Pat, I gotta. But Pat.
Oh, he teed him?
Yeah,
Yeah, he
he
teed
teed him
him.
automatically.
All
Yeah,
crazy.
he did.
But you know the funny thing about that was, Pat went to LeBron the next day. Was like, "Yo, that's the work. I've never seen you like that before." And LeBron even admitted that. He's like, "Yo, I was at my wit's end."
Yo, it was deep for him, son. He got on his knees.
He got on his
son.
knees.
But I feel like
He was
Bron-
like, this, like,
He got on his knees, son.
But you know the funny thing is, if they had won, they would have moved up so many spots up. I think to either the 4th or the 6th seed.
that's how crazy the West is.
The
That's
West
how
is
tight,
what the
That's how
used to
tight
is-
the West
The
is.
West used to be what the East was and how they suck. The West,
Yeah.
It's just like, bruh, like literally one game you can move up so quickly.
Yeah.
But
they
you know
needed
what?
that.
You almost feel like, why not have that display after you lose? So I feel like that set the tone for them to lose.
But you know, even though
No, it went straight to OT after that, though.
yeah. But you know the funny thing is, he should have did that when JR fucked up in the finals.
He kind of did.
No, he just did this. My
I mean,
man
that was
did.
just emotion right then and there, though.
Yeah,
That
but
was-
like,
Now that's the reaction I have to like Corey doing something in the house. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
yo, like, wait, you know? Like, don't take the garbage out. The truck then came. It's leaving. Like, and our garbage men are assholes.
shout out to your department.
Yeah, Allentown. I'm tired of y'all, and I'm gonna file a complaint.
They
Yeah,
go-
it was wild.
Just can't stand them.
that
yo.
chicken got you feeling extra good.
I told you.
Chicken and beer, you are that you eat.
Hey,
Ludicrous.
but besides that, we just had the alert that Kyrie just demanded a trade.
Only because him and his agent was like, yo, he wants to be here long term. Can you pay him? The Nets were like, we'll talk to you later.
But you know what? Now they get to lay back on the Kyrie has an attitude thing. He's difficult to work with thing, because everybody's
messed
gonna shoot at it from that angle now,
Wait, who
not
messed
even
up?
realizing.
Kyrie did.
How?
You know, and this is where I say, think about it. Kyrie knew that they didn't want to give him a contract. You know, as soon as he says, I want a trade request, the media is going to jump on that. And like Kyle said, he's hard to work with.
No, that made him seem like he's not hard to work with, though. Like, he's like,
You
hey.
don't get a contract and then you think that you're going to show your displeasure by asking for a trade request. You should have just been like, bet. Because at the end of the day, if they're not going to give him a contract that he's wanting, I'm going into free agency. Okay, bet. You're losing out on me. If you don't trade me, what do you get out of me after free agency? Nothing. He should have stayed quiet.
So you're saying the fact that that he's demanding the trade and before, like, you know, like
Already
right
makes,
now-
like you said, makes him look bad. I like Kyrie. You know, for many different reasons, I like Kyrie.
You from Jersey? We love Kyrie.
Yeah.
But Kyrie should have just said, okay, bet. You don't want to give that to me? Bet. I'm going to do me. I'm going to take my services elsewhere, and you're not getting anything back for me. Kyrie...
Because they're not. They're really not.
Yeah, because think about
They're
it.
not.
No team is going to go trade for him knowing that, are you going to sign a contract extension? Okay, let's put it this way, and no offense to this team, let's say Kyrie gets traded to Houston. Houston is trash right now. Yes, they're on the come up, but you're not going for a championship.
Weird.
No, but my point is like, yo, I'm not getting a championship. So why should I resign with you if you're trash? Yeah, they got Jabari Smith Jr.
that boy's name?
But yeah, I know. But what do you have that's gonna make me want to stay with them? Go to the Knicks, sure.
Oh,
but we got Jalen.
Lord.
We got Jalen Brunson. That's not
Yeah.
gonna work.
Not happening.
But we could take Randall away. I'll be okay.
What? So you want star
What?
point guard? Don't do this. I still have to coach that game tomorrow.
No, I know that.
we
But
not-
no, I'm just saying.
Don't
Because
do
you
it
know,
to me,
because you know,
yo.
Randall be in his feelings. When we be losing, he be in his feelings. But anyway, I'm just saying, like, anywhere, unless it's to the one team that I know he wants to go, because he wants to be back being Robin to Batman, he would only go to LeBron and have no problem waiting to get a contract, because he knows if he goes with Bron, you at least know I'm getting to the finals with Bron. With Bron, because if you think about it, doing a trade, you're gonna probably have to trade. You're gonna obviously trade Kyrie plus an extra player to get Rush's $47 million contract. You're gonna have to make the contracts work unless you do a 3-team trade. But for that to work, that would mean LeBron would get his Robin. KD would be doing cocaine because then he would get Russell.
Back.
And Russell would be like, okay, so now I get to be Robin again, but then I'm going to shoot like I used to do in OKC.
Oh my God.
So again, there's the only way that works. Unless you want to do something interesting and go do Kyrie for, what's his name? Holiday up in Milwaukee. That would help the Greek Freak. That would work contract-wise. Or would you go to Phoenix and then trade Chris Paul and do whatever you got to do to make the contracts work?
Didn't they say they wasn't going to trade him? They said, nah. It's
Just
not.
because they say that in the media doesn't mean they're secretly not doing that. Would you rather have a Chris Paul who gets injured every season in the playoffs? Or would you have a Kyrie who, depending on his emotions in the media, you would get someone who's not going to be hurt in the playoffs?
Kyrie
I
and
don't
Book
know.
would be different.
That would be dope.
That would be different.
Because you got Booker, you got Kyrie, you got Mikal Bridges, you got punk-ass DeAndre Ayton, who, depending on his mood, him and Coach Williams will have a problem. I would do that trade in a heartbeat if I was Phoenix, if that would work.
It would help them out.
He said punk ass DeAndre.
Ayton was cool until he was like, yo, me and Coach, we haven't talked. Okay, Coach could have been the bigger man and spoke, but again, DeAndre Ayton, when it came time to Dallas, what did you do? You suck. So what did the coach do? You rocking bench.
I think they just have natural beef, yo. I think they just really don't like each other.
Because Monty Williams came from that coach pop tree where, yo, I'm the coach, you the player. You won't respect whatever I do.
Facts.
So,
Toast to that, by the way.
yeah.
As
And
he's
he was
coaching.
and by the way, he got drafted by the Knicks.
I am dealing with this same situation with a middle school basketball team. We are losing games by average of like 50 points. It's a
Beautiful day.
tough grind, but I think I understand.
Damn.
I'm gonna give you
I
something.
understand.
I'm gonna give you and JT something to get real mad at me.
What's up?
I was gonna wait to the end, but I'm gonna just get you all pissed off at me and our fans.
You want to start early?
Yeah.
Yeah, great. We've been drinking. So
I
this-
know,
this
right?
should
We've
be
been
good.
sipping.
We've
We
been
gonna start
drinking.
early?
We've been eating chicken and beer. You are that you eat, but okay. How much credit do you give LeBron beating Kareem's record? Do you think it was actually something magnificent, or do you think it was just okay? Is it that major?
There's a lot
I mean,
gotta
I
say
wish
about
somebody
this.
would say something to me for breaking the all-time NBA record.
All right, I'm gonna be that guy.
I would say this, bro. It's a lot I would have to say in it, and this is something I want us to do a whole segment on with your stat analysis, and we can go back in deep, and we can tell our viewers everything.
I'm gonna
but
give it to you now.
I would say this though. Hey, bro, he get all the credit. Like, I ain't saying shit.
He get
all
the credit.
Credit.
But do you think it was as Kareem breaking it was magical versus LeBron? Which one owning it is more magical?
I would say at this point, Bron. Because if you think about it, at our time right now, like not even going back to, bro, like this dude really he's figured out the game. He is the only player that we know that came out of high school that's just was like masterful.
Kobe would have broke it if he hadn't gotten hurt.
If he would have,
Jordan-
but think about it.
No.
He did. LeBron hasn't gotten hurt. The only
No,
thing he's
you
had
good,
is that
you good.
groin injury. You know
You're
what I'm
right.
saying?
And Jordan the suspension.
And every year he's figured
Retirement.
out how to actually put up numbers, and that's not his thing. That's not his game.
No, he's a past
game.
person. But now I'm gonna give you some stats. Now think about
What's
this.
up?
Okay, so we know the record is 300.
He wrote on his shit.
30, yeah, I give it to y'all.
He got a pen.
Yeah, I got it.
What's up?
Kareem's record is 38,387 points. Okay,
Yeah.
he was 1 for 18 from 3-point land.
Who, Reem?
Yeah,
Like his career?
career.
Damn.
Now think about this.
Hey,
now,
yo.
now listen.
Wait, how long was the 3-point? Do you know what the year the 3-point started? Because Reem been there for a long time.
No, he was.
You don't have that one.
No, I actually wrote it down and then not on this paper. But when he came into the
lying.
league, I ain't lying. When Wilt was towards the end of his career, that's when the 3-point came in. But Kareem was never a 3-point person.
Yeah, no, that's not
So let me give you this.
Okay.
So Bron, as you know, currently he's at 30.
Oh, he messing up here.
What? No, I ain't messing up. I ain't messing up at all, bro. Bron current. What you disrespect?
The wings getting to him, boy.
Yeah, man.
The wings getting to him, son.
It is.
It was
But
crisp like the butter crust.
Bron shot. Okay, Bron from 3-point land is 34%. He
Yeah.
shot 2,232 points out of 6,481.
Uh-huh.
That in total has made 6,758 points. If you remember, Kareem was in that 3-point era, but he didn't. If we took out Bronze, currently, he would be at 31,629 points.
And we took out his 3 points?
If we
His
took out his 3
3-pointers?
points, yeah, he would be ranked 5th, behind Malone, Kobe, and Jordan. So when I say this, if you think about it, Kareem did it all on 2-pointers. Yes, he was in the era where there was 3-pointers involved, but he was 1 for 18.
That wasn't
Bron-
his natural game.
That
like,
wasn't his
for
natural
the
game.
bigs, yeah.
However, Bron had the 3-pointer to help him speed up that opportunity to get to close to where Kareem is.
But he had to learn because remember Bron
Yeah, I
coming in,
remember.
his first thing was attack. Then he
Yeah, he
started
was a-
getting
he was a
stronger in the
scorer.
post. His 3-pointer wasn't really
He
there
just
like
started
that.
doing that.
No, I know. And he's 34% from 3-point land. So do you
And
think...
that's not a great percentage, really.
I know, but 6,000 points came out of the 3-pointers. He would be at 31,000. He would not.
So
he would
he'd
be
be-
top 5. So do you think him breaking Kareem is magical?
Yes. That's a low
The only
percentage
reason I
shot.
say
He made
magical is
6,000.
He makes 6,000, but again,
No, that,
Jordan, wasn't a real shooter at a 3-point land. Kobe wasn't. Malone barely shot
He
any
didn't
threes.
have to.
I know that, but I'm saying Kareem did it all in the 2s. If LeBron did it mainly in the 2s, I'd be like, okay, cool.
the only thing I say that is his
see I
health.
pissed y'all off.
It's the way. No, he ain't pissed me off. It's the way his health is.
Nah, 100%,
But
yes.
look, he's able to do that. But you gotta remember, he hasn't been injured, so he can put up numbers. Yes, the 6,000 points is a huge thing to put in place, but his numbers, as in like he stays healthy and he's able to go to, bruh. It's been like what? It was like 4 or 5 years straight. Bron was in the finals, at least the conference Eastern finals, bro. And then he went to the West. He
More
was
than
still
that.
there.
Remember, because he was with.
It was it was so much longer
he was
with
for
that.
6 years.
10
So it
years,
was
like,
continuous of him playing. I was saying
dominating.
it was his health that got him that. It was his smarts.
Okay, I can
and it
respect
was
that.
his health.
And you can't penalize somebody for being more skilled.
No,
You know
I'm
what
not.
saying?
I'm not
Like,
saying that. I'm just saying people can think about, hey, Kareem did it all in 2s, 1 for 18 from 3-point land, but LeBron had that extra kick with the 3-pointers.
I don't
So,
see how that's more
you're
impressive.
thinking
that
he
you
gotta
could-
sit-
that you couldn't make threes.
No, I don't think he couldn't. That was just wasn't his
That wasn't
game.
his game.
That
Yeah.
Green came up in that time. It was like
Yeah,
it
but
wasn't there.
I do your game, and I do Steve Nash's game, and
No,
I
not
do
Steve,
everybody's game.
Magic's.
I'm just saying, like
Yeah.
I do everybody's game, and I scored more points than you did. Kareem passed the sticks.
You think Reem passed the sticks like
No,
that?
Kareem passed the sticks. You had your time. You had your afro. You had your speeches.
I don't think he had a.
At some point, he did. You know
In
what I'm
college,
saying?
yeah.
He had the throwback
UCLA?
jersey.
Yeah, he did.
He had the Bill Cosby moments where he wanted to lecture. Have a seat.
You know, he did, and then he stopped. But you know his fun
He
fact
still be
is-
saying shit.
Nah, he be more focused on weed.
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 Pass the
Stay
sticks.
off the weed.
Kareem passed the sticks.
So wait a minute. So wait, are you saying that Bron got an extra 6,000 boost? Like he got like that booster pack?
Because he's
He
a
paid for the
better
value-
3-point shooter.
Hey, think about it. If Bron shot it just in twos,
That's not less impressive.
if he did it the same way Kareem did it, would it be more impressive or would it be like whatever to you?
No.
So you're telling me it's magical because he did it?
Do you know what that would look like? So that means he would have dunked 4,000 more times. You feel like
Well,
that's
Kareem skyhooked it.
no? What I'm saying, like,
Yeah,
do you want to see LeBron skyhook?
he could do it.
They wouldn't look cool.
Now, okay. Now think about this. If this fool actually played 2 more years, he probably would have broke it. Would have been Malone. Carl
Oh,
would've-
really?
Yeah, because he was at 36,298.
That's hey, I ain't
And
gonna
then
lie.
and Kobe was hurt for those last 3 years.
Who
And-
was the shooter? Who was hitting those threes on Kareem's teams?
I don't think anybody was shooting
Yeah,
threes like
no.
that.
Towards the end, Byron Scott, he was a three.
Yeah, he was their shooter. Byron Scott was a shooter back
So
then.
you're saying they didn't have to do it?
Showtime Lakers was all about.
Let's do
Transition.
this.
They was transition.
Yeah.
Let's do this. Without threes, do you beat the Warriors? No, you lose. You can't not hit threes and beat the Warriors in the finals.
He didn't really shoot. Okay.
The fact that he hit that many threes is not less impressive. That's more impressive.
6,000
saying.
points. 7,000.
Hitting a low percentage shot.
But the thing is, even if it's a low percentage shot, his percentage ain't up there like that. That's not his. I feel like it's not his game. Like that's not.
So
even
even
his
though it's
game.
not even his game, just like we're giving Kareem points for that's not his game.
No, I'm not
hit-
getting Reem points.
He hit them all
All
of
right,
those.
yo, our fans in the bio in our comments, who's was it? Is it gonna be Bron or is it gonna be Kareem's?
What? But more impressive?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
let
don't-
us know.
yeah,
What you think? What you think?
I told you I was gonna piss people off.
You
and
think
Kyle, and Kyle's
Do y'all
pissed.
think it's less impressive that he hit
6,758 and counting?
that many threes?
I mean, we'll find out. We'll
Don't
find
you
out. We'll
wish
see
you
what they
could do
say.
that?
You know the funny thing is, think about this: Stephen Curry is nowhere near top 10 for points.
And that's crazy. Wow. Nowhere near?
He's nowhere near.
Top 10?
No, I literally just gave you top 5. Believe it or not, you know who's number 10? Melo. And that's sad.
And
And he's
Shit
I think
on
he's,
my
I think
boy.
he's 29,000 points. And he's at top 10. Curry's not there. KD is top 25. Something to think about. But just for y'all, because I was pissing you off, especially this guy right here. Now we got to talk about the important things, rumors. How do you all feel about the All-Stars reserves?
Oh, the reserves were. It's crazy. Some of the reserves should be starting, yo.
Shout out to, first of all,
Joel.
I feel bad.
Damn.
I feel bad for Joel.
Yo, that's
My man really.
I'm not even a Sixers fan like that. I'm
he
like,
got
damn.
disrespected.
He did. He did.
He's the one that should be
He should be tight. He should be
bitching the
mad.
most.
He should be the person that should be really upset.
but he's not even talking that much because he
Said some shit.
he said like a couple words. But
Yeah.
really, if anybody has the right to complain,
100% him.
it's who's a better center than him.
But you know when they change the rules on how they pick,
They let
don't
players pick.
players and fans and all that nonsense.
Yeah.
But when you think about it, there's a couple other people who've been disrespected. One, Jalen Brunson.
For sure.
That's
Pascal.
That's like a name. thing.
Pascal got disrespected.
I said he sneakily he got disrespected. People don't even watch their games.
Kyle feels like this person got disrespected, and I told him earlier that I don't feel bad for him. Harden.
I didn't say all that. What I said was
No.
it's weird that he's not there.
He was hurt most of
and
the
he
season.
has something to say.
He was hurt.
And he hasn't really been James Harden like that in Philly. I understand that. Jalen Brunson, that's just him.
Bam
his
got
name
it.
not being like that.
Bam got in. Jalen Brown, DeMar DeRozan, Joel Embiid, Tyrese Halliburton, Drew Holiday, Julia
Halliburton
Randle.
deserved that. You saw what he
You're
did?
correct.
He put Wally his picture on his social media.
He sunned him.
I was like, hey,
He sunned
Wally
him.
deserved that spot.
He sunned that. He
Wally
sunned
deserved that spot right
I didn't
there.
see it. What happened?
He sunned him.
So Wally was talking about was a highlight
Nah,
play.
I remember Wally Zerby.
Oh, you remember what happened? So Tyler, he's on there now. He's an all-star.
He's
But
an
you know what
all-star.
Wally said, right?
Wally said he didn't deserve to really be an all-star.
He said he is a fake wannabe all-star, basically. He's trying to be an all-star.
Where did
And
Wally
he said
Zerbiak
he's
come out of-
not going to be an all-star. He literally said he's not going to be an all-star. He had to apologize.
Sure.
The next game he
The
apologized.
next manager was like, Wally, you gonna have to say sorry.
Yeah. And then he made it. And then that's what his all his social media, all his accounts is Wally up there. His picture of Wally right there when he said it.
That's hilarious.
Hey, that's funny.
That
But
was really funny.
over Jalen?
I would
No.
like wear his jersey to the.
Oh,
Yeah,
yo, that would be sick.
Yo,
That would be
Stretch Marks
sick.
Poppy over here just had an idea. Halliburton, listen to him.
Yo, Reese, get you a Wally Zerbiak jersey and wear that to the All-Star game.
He,
That'd be
yo,
crazy.
I
Or
wouldn't be
get a
surprised if he would
chain.
do that.
He probably should.
He gonna
That would
saw.
be sick.
Yo, that's gonna be a short, and we're gonna tag him.
That's gonna be funny as hell. Now,
Yo,
if he
producer,
doesn't,
make that happen, man. Definitely make that happen.
and bring some wings.
What?
Oh damn.
Bring the wings.
He said, bring back the wings.
Crazy.
Wow.
But I feel bad also for why Drew Holiday should not have gotten that over Pascal
Pascal Siakam.
Siakam. Yeah.
But what about Sacramento? Like Fox? Fox not on there? God, yo.
Sabonis got it on there.
Sabonis, yo. If you have not been watching the Kings play, you missing out on some things. I mean, I know a lot of people don't like the Kings. I mean, they're not fans of the Kings unless you're in Sacramento like that, but they've been hooping. And Sabonis been putting up numbers. He's first in a lot of categories
I
right
would have
now.
gave it to him over Paul George. Okay, so this is the lineup.
I would say I
and,
haven't been watching
and-
a lot of Clippers.
and
though,
by the
but
way,
yeah.
there's another person who shouldn't have gotten it. Jaren Jackson Jr. He was hurt most of the.
Yeah, he was out for mad long.
So
that
you-
was a surprise to me.
Yeah, it was. So you got
That was a surprise.
You got Sabonis, you got Ja, you got Laurie from the Jazz, you got
he
Dame.
yeah.
Laurie definitely
Yeah.
deserved that.
Oh yeah.
But
Hey, yo, I like it. He nice.
Jaren Jackson did not. Fun fact about Laurie. So when the Knicks had Porzingis, we got offered 3 first-round picks to trade Porzingis away because Phil actually wanted Laurie, but we had Porzingis already. We were gonna go draft Laurie, but they both played the same way. Yeah. Anyway,
It doesn't matter.
and then-
We would have fucked it up. So.
and then we got Shai
And that's what
Gilgeous
we know that.
and Alexander, and then we got Paul George. Paul George don't deserve it
I haven't. I mean,
over Fox.
Paul George Paul George's game is like he's like Kyrie and a little mix of like
big guard.
like his handles is crazy. I love Paul George,
But it depends on his
What
mood.
he do? Yeah,
His mood kills me. I could trade Paul George for Kyrie to go to the Clippers.
Now the weird thing is Kawhi Leonard in any of these conversations?
Fun fact, and like a couple weeks ago, last week, Kawhi did some disrespectful stuff. He was like, yo, yeah, because I posted on our page. He was like, yo, I have no problem with us trading for a point guard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was like, but your point guard is Reggie Jackson. I was like, damn, so Reggie's passing you the ball and you saying to the media, I want a better point guard.
that's
John
internal.
Wall is hurt, and I'm just like, yo, okay,
That's
John
internal
Wall's been
stuff.
doing this stuff, but when he got hurt, that was that. But again, you're saying to the media you want a point guard when you got two. Reggie Jackson isn't a starter. He's someone that comes off the bench that's good because John Wall was hurt. But you're saying that, and then you're going to practice, and Reggie's there looking at you like,
That's
you
wild.
want
How
a
do
new
you
point
deal with
guard?
that?
How do you deal with it?
Here we go.
What happened with the Warriors? What did Draymond do? That's how you deal with it. You turn the cameras on. That's how you deal with it.
That
Throw that
is-
ball right off the front of his face.
That's disrespectful. That's hurtful.
Just get to him right there.
Remember in NBA Street, they called it off the Heezy. Remember that?
Yeah.
Hit you in the forehead with the ball.
You
Hey,
ain't right.
Hey, bro, did we even get to the first topic with
Nah.
trades? Or did we?
No.
Yo, we was,
I told you I
It's been
came,
some crazy
I told you
stuff
I
going
came
on,
in
yo.
hot with that.
It's
Nah.
been crazy stuff going on. So, I mean, the first thing we got going on is trades and everything like that.
All right, so I'm gonna give you a couple lists.
Yeah, what's up? What's up?
Chicago wants to trade a brother. He goes by the name of Zach LaVine. Rumors have it there's 4 teams interested in him.
LA.
LA is one.
Mm-hmm.
New York is another. Dallas is another, and Miami.
I've been having such a good time tonight. I don't want to get on the Knicks thing. Like, I don't want to ask. But you know what I'm getting ready to ask.
You know you're gonna have to trade RJ. You're not gonna
No,
trade
are you serious?
cap space. Yeah, you're gonna have to make it work. Unless you're trading Randall. Are you trading Randall?
No, they're not doing it. They don't need to.
We need a shooting guard. Your punk ass wants Grayson Allen. We need a shooter.
I didn't say I wanted Grayson Allen. I
Yo,
said,
next episode we're gonna pull that clap.
Let me check the text again.
I
thought
said he
saw
would be a
something.
nice fit if we got him for
Make
the
me
low
swerve my
low.
work fan.
For
yo.
the low.
I be working when we could be getting these text messages, yo.
Hey, we be going out
Some of it
into the
makes me
group chat.
sick. I be like, yo, what?
Hey, you be in Philly like, oh, hold up, no, hold up.
Hold it, wait
About to
a
run into
minute.
the scepter. About to run right into the scepter, yo.
people were beeping at me and all that, swerving around me, all that.
I you know where I would like him? There's 2 teams out of the 4 that I'm
LA.
interested. LA's actually not the one.
Really?
I'm interested in him going to Dallas because your boy needs a shooter.
That wouldn't be bad.
I'm also interested in Miami.
I bet he's interested in Miami too.
Yeah. You
So
right.
what would you do? So Kyle Lowry would have to go. And
Yeah,
make Tyler maybe.
or trade Tyler for him. Remember, everything gotta be cap,
Maybe with
salary cap.
Chicago. That's messing up young boy career, little kid.
I don't care.
But then
if
it's
I'm
like,
Jimmy, I don't care.
Does that really help Chicago?
But why does that help Jimmy? That means you have 2 shooting guards.
Jimmy-
Jimmy's not a small forward.
Jimmy can play the small
he
forward.
can, but when it's like small ball lineups,
Jimmy will do whatever he needs to do to win.
that's a dog in him. That's
Yeah, I was gonna say.
and
Remember, he'll
it's not
do that.
like he will do. He can do. Like
Yeah.
he can guard bigger players.
Correct.
Like he can do that. Like he's defensive wise, and then he's gotten
He's
better
solid.
at offense. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I
would do
guess
that for him because he needs shooters. Tyler for me be like
That's mad shooting guards in the lineup. That's Tyler Hero, Levine, and Butler. That's all really.
yeah, but I'm
shooting
saying
guards.
Tyler's gonna get shipped out.
Oh, so
So then you would have Levine at the 2,
so
Butler
Kyle
at the 3.
So Kyle Lowry's still
Tyler
there.
would be there, depending on how the salaries can work out. If you do that,
But would Chicago do that?
No, they
That's what I'm
shouldn't.
saying.
Chicago's basically going to trade one of them. If not now, definitely the offseason. They're in a rebuild. Ball has basically, they said Ball was coming back by January. They said brother's
He's
knee is
dead.
still hurting. He is the new Penny Hardaway. I put us on a poll.
Grant Hill.
Damn.
Who do you think is worse, Penny, Hill, or Rose as Lonzo Ball?
Nah, take the Rose off immediately.
Nah.
Yeah, Rose can hoop. Rose
Rose
is
is
so
a-
No, but think
if he
about
had
it.
time, if he
Still
was
a
in a better
murderer
team,
right
like
now. He's
Knicks,
still
we
a
doing him
murderer.
dirty. We doing him dirty.
No, because you know him and Tibbs are close. Tibbs talked to him about it.
Tibbs is probably
he got no
telling
problem.
him. He's probably telling him, hey, like,
Yeah, but that's what I'm
I want you
saying.
to go
He's still a
somewhere.
murderer right now.
No, but I'm saying the injury, how it messed up their career. It messed up Rose's career for a while. Remember when we first got him?
I think
he was still scared.
I think it messed up that part of his game.
That's what I'm talking about.
But he's still D Rose. Like you
To
don't
a point.
even remember.
Penny?
Like
no, I say Grant. Grant was
Nah,
a baller. Grant
I-
was a hooper.
I was gonna
bro.
say, but
Grant was a hooper.
But everyone remembers when Grant came back because he went to Phoenix and he was hooping.
and he was still playing hard. Like he
Yeah,
was
but I'm
playing
saying like
no
out of
other.
those 3 injuries, whose injury reminds you of Lonzo's?
I say Penny.
Penny was never the same after that. So
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying. So
yeah.
Penny was way up here. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And after that, it was like, it wasn't he plays different. He was,
Gone.
where's Penny Hardaway?
But the thing is,
Came
we're
to
saying
the
that
Knicks
right
after
now.
that.
We don't know how his game is going to be right now.
Who?
What?
For Lonzo?
Man, he might
We
never
don't know.
come
He
back.
might not never touch bench. He might
We
not.
don't know.
We're going on like 3 years.
Lonzo's been messed up since he actually got hurt playing as a Laker.
Yo, remember they said like
His knee was messed
said
up
he
as a
can't.
Laker.
He said he can't walk down the stairs.
Yeah.
What? I didn't
Yes.
know that.
He
He
said
late.
it hurts to walk down the stairs.
It hurts to walk down.
But that's what
Oh.
pisses me off with management. I'm like, yo,
Like,
you already know
still,
that. Yeah.
Dang.
Like, that was
And
recently.
he just got his jumper right. He
Yeah.
just got his jumper right.
that's a damn.
So that's why I
shame.
said, like, yo, who, and Kyle's right. It's Penny, but Penny was hooping as an all-star, got to the championship. Only reason why I say D Rose is like literally, D Rose even admitted when he came to the Knicks, he was still scared to do what he was doing back then because he was always worried about his knee.
But that's the thing. He didn't disappear. He just wasn't
The same.
that D Rose. But that's like Vince Carter. Vince Carter wasn't that Vince Carter, but he was still old Vince Carter.
I'd rather take him over Lonzo any day.
Who,
That's
Vince?
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yo, Lonzo, I'm afraid we won't see him like that no more. Now, luckily, his game was never
predominantly
super
point guard.
high
Yeah.
flying and all that. He's a point
And that's
guard.
the crazy thing.
He fixed his jump shot.
He wasn't really jumping out the gym like that.
No.
He was just crafty in his other ways.
Yeah.
And the passer, the facilitator.
Yeah, it was
The
nice with
Jason
it.
And
Kidd
now-
of this era.
Yeah. He was
yeah.
supposed to be,
I see
but
that,
now
I see that.
he's
Tore up that knee.
missing a knee.
He's
Okay.
missing a knee, a whole knee gone, bro.
So you
What?
think the Lakers for Zach?
I think that would be nice for him.
Where do you
Go
think
back home,
Levine-
UCLA? You know what I'm saying?
You know he also lived in Washington too. He
Still.
be talking bullshit from time to time. He'd be like, "Yo, I'm really Washington," but he's Cali too.
That's what he said.
Because he was also interested in being up north in Portland.
Hey, he
If
need
he
to go there.
wants to,
Where do you think it would be best for?
for Levine.
Yeah, definitely not the Knicks.
Nah, like I said, I've been doing. I've been feeling really good. I don't want to talk about the Knicks right now
Oh, I got a player coming up that we're gonna talk about.
or the Jets.
Disrespect.
Nah,
Why is it or them assholes?
nah, son. Dallas is interesting. That's the situation where he can step in.
I didn't see that happening. If
And
that happens, that'd be nice.
improve
They
them.
wanted him in free agency.
Yeah,
I
they
would
could.
say Luka.
He's won it.
Luka be set. Luka would be set.
Yeah, and
Luka
then
be
he's
set.
going into a situation where they got some battles under their belt. They're hungry. It's Luka, you know what I'm saying? And he's actually improving that team. You don't know what you might see.
So you say Dallas.
Dallas. I'd
Okay.
rather see him ball in Dallas.
I'm gonna give you another player that's literally gonna get probably traded at the deadline. OG Anunoby.
I got some thoughts.
I
on that
don't
one.
even know
I have
his
thoughts
name.
on that one.
Guess
know
what?
who he is.
Yeah.
First of all, the
I
rumor
got
is
thoughts
the
on
Knicks already tried to say we'll give 3 first-round picks.
Hell no.
I was
That's
already
too
pissed
much.
off with that. But let me tell you the teams: the Pelicans, the Suns, the Blazers, the Knicks.
You said give them?
Yeah, 3.
Stop.
Yeah, I
Don't
know.
talk about that. What else?
So what team goes best for him?
I would say this: the Knicks would benefit if we got him, but
But not
that's
for that, Mark.
not for that, bro. Heck no.
Yeah, he
you
just
can't-
got hurt with the
You
wrist.
can't tell me at this point.
Oh, yo,
that
he
they,
fucked. Hey, yo, that ball was dangerous. I
They
was like,
only
oh,
do
no,
that to
I'm not doing
us. It's
that.
like, but we're probably going to need some draft picks, like 7 of them. Is that like, no, get out of here.
Hey, but he's not. I think it would fit well for us if we did that. It would be Brunson, RJ, OG, Randall, and Mitch when he come back.
Yeah, but then he gets hurt 2 minutes later. He's AD.
Mitch? Without hooping, like, without shooting, without any shooting, he's
I'm just like,
AD.
for all that, we could trade for AD for all that. I don't want that to happen. I'd be mad as all hell.
He'd get hurt on the plane.
It's the same thing. Why would you be mad? Just the same
At
shit.
least he's an all-star.
The escalator, do they have anything where he could hurt himself? The
All right.
bathroom.
I'm gonna give you another player, Sadiq Bey from Detroit.
Okay, Sadiq.
Detroit got a lot of players that's on the trade out there.
Yeah, and
I've seen
I'll just
that.
combine it. Bojan Bogdanovic. Those two players.
They looking at him.
Guess what? The Knicks are interested in both.
Oh, really?
For Sadiq especially.
I don't want
but
him.
I actually like him. He's averaging like 14, 15 points a game. I'll take Bro because he could actually play the 3 and then move RJ to the 2 where he's supposed to be. I would do that. But for Bogdanovich, here's a couple teams: the Lakers, the Bucks, the Knicks, and even the Suns have been interested.
I'd be surprised if we even shoot that shot, but he's going somewhere. He gonna go somewhere to a team that's gonna be contending, like really, that's gonna be pushing to me.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying if he goes to the Lakers that they're contending, but it will make that team better. Bucks, if he goes to the Bucks, bro, it's over.
Yeah,
I think the East,
Middleton's been messed up.
if he goes to the Bucks, it's over. I think it's over. The Bucks is just elevating, like they gonna be on point.
I got 2 more players for you, and then we're gonna get off this topic.
Who?
Punk ass, snitch ass, D'Angelo Russell.
I knew it was gonna be him. Once you put the snitch in there,
What you put the snitch in
Now,
there?
Daddy, how I look.
like a damn snitch. Do, 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 do.
For the rest of his life, yo.
Yo, do you know who wants him? Nobody's been interested. The Timberwolves want him gone.
Whatever.
And he just had a nice, solid game though. In the fourth
But
quarter.
he's a free agent at the end of the season. I'm gonna talk about this player, but it's also including Kyrie. This person has been getting interested by getting traded to Utah, and it goes by the name of Russell Westbrook.
Now the Utah, that's interesting. That was, to me personally, that would suck.
For who?
I mean, if I was Russ, I'm like, damn.
I'm getting to the playoffs better than the Lakers.
Yeah, you are, and it's the hype, but I don't like Utah like that, like the Jazz. But it, like you were saying, like that would just be good for him. I think that energy that team has right now, the hypeness they got going on. You got bro over there. We got Laurie. Yeah,
and Laurie.
Yo, like
That's a
he can work. He can work with that. It's like it's a low
maintenance team.
Low maintenance team, and it's kind of like him going back to OKC.
The only issue I feel like that he's going to demand having the basketball in his hand that's going to mess up Sexton, but it won't hurt Laurie.
No, it
I
won't
feel
hurt
like
him.
Laurie will. I think
He's
he'll
still gonna
trade
be big shot.
like
He's
KD.
still gonna be big shot, yeah.
He's going to treat him like KD.
He gonna have to.
I just feel like Sexton
Asian.
finally got on a team that he can actually control and run the show the way he wants to, and also makes Laurie look good.
What about Clarkson? How you think it's affecting him?
Clarkson has already said, yo, I'm not interested, like, whatever. They offered him a contract extension in the media. He was like, no one tried to offer me a contract extension.
Oh, so there goes that.
So basically, and then another player who basically, like, they're trying to trade him off and try to get a first-round pick is Malik Beasley. But since we're all friends, and our company's name is Frnds VS, our podcast name Frnds VS Frnds. I got this clip which LeBron's gonna have to play about friendship. I'm gonna talk to you about this one player. I'm not even gonna say his name. He thought he had a real friend in this player, and he was surprised when he asked his friend this question.
Got a friend in me.
Yeah, Jabron, if you could please be so kind, please run this clip.
Someone talking shit.
I
What
hope
we
so.
hearing?
So what they talking about? Russ called me out of DMs me out of nowhere. Like I know Russ, me and Russ cool, say what up to each other if I see you, but a lot of people you just don't have their number. Like I got respect for you, but I just don't have that relationship to.
Yeah.
So he DM me like, yo, what's your number? I'm like, fuck me, what's my number? Text me like, yo, I'm DC trying to get me, but they saying you don't want to leave. Like, no, this has been for 10 years. This is my franchise. Like,
Right.
why would I want to leave? I'm like, what you mean they want you? He's like, yeah, they want to trade you. I'm like, all right. I'm like, I ain't believing it. So I asked my agent. Then I start hearing about it. Like, but it be rumors. But like certain shit ain't rumors when you hearing it from the main source. You know what I mean? Like, I know it's a business. I ain't tripping.
Right.
Y'all come out here, work out for a month. Brad all mad about this shit. I'm like, bro, I get it. I mean, but he like, we had a real conversation. Like, man, the man talked about it. My brother, nothing against him, still love him to death. You know what I mean? Was there for me when my mom passed, when a lot of motherfuckers won't. You know what I mean? So I'm like, we talking, and I'm like, well, what we gonna do? Like, we gonna run it back one more year? You don't know. Once he said I gotta think about it, I knew I was traded.
Thanks for watching.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so remember, when you think about it, you watching the games,
Wow.
Bill and Wall were supposed to be like this. And as you say, it was like, that's my brother. But when he asked him, like, yo, bro, you want to run this back? And you telling me I got to think about it? Now, you and me, we go way back to Kutztown. I'm going to pause on you for a second. You and me go way back.
Me like that.
So if you and I were on the same team, and I'm like, yo, Kyle, JT calling me saying that you want JT over me, you trying to run this back, and then you tell me like you normally would?
You know what's crazy? I probably would rather not even, before I even do that to you, I'd go to him and I'd be like, how much do you want to live in DC right now? You know what I'm saying? Like, I heard it's nice in Miami. You know what I'm saying? Like I would do it like that. I'd be like, yo. I'd be like, I think it's time. We about to do a T-Mac Vince Carter joint. We can still be like LeBron and everything. I'm gonna go down there and visit you like Chris Paul. We gonna do all of that.
And then JT called me and be like, hey, yo, my man, like, yo, I'm coming to DC. And I'm gonna be like, word?
Like,
and I'm gonna call you and be
why
like,
does
yo, bro,
why
what's
does it
up?
have to come to that?
But that's jacked up. But like everyone knows in the media, they were like brothers, and yo, when you see them in the games, they hype, they always looking at it, they're always talking.
Yeah.
But behind closed doors, they really weren't friends like that. It was like, yo, I want you gone because I think Russ can do better than what you doing.
How much of that do you think is John Wall just being a really good teammate and trying to win, trying to make something work? The fact that we all thought that they were best friends.
To be honest, I always thought when Bill came into the league, I didn't think Bill was going to be that great. I thought he was going to be Robin to Wall.
He was killing.
But when I saw it, I was like, I didn't think he was. Like, he came out of Florida. I was like, okay, so you're going to be a shooter.
He got a bag, yo.
We seen him hoop. We was like, yo,
I was leaving New York, and y'all niggas were coming into New York
that
that
sucked
day.
because John Wall wasn't playing. He was hurt.
Yep.
But again, like, yo, I'm coming to you, and you can't keep it real.
I think that's the part. I
That
think
messed me up for him.
There's a lot of people who don't want to have the confrontation like that. Like, that's why he must have been
I'm
like,
going to give you some
I'm
insight,
gonna
too.
just think about it. I would be like, yo, you about to pack your bags.
When
What inside information
when
you got?
Wall got hurt, management was looking like, because remember, think about it, Wall did get hurt from time to time.
Yeah.
And Bill was by himself doing it by himself. They put Wall and Bill together. They were trying to like get them against each other. They started like talking to Bill more than Wall. So they started catering to Bill.
That always happens.
Which is kind of messed up how management be doing that, because you'll have two players. I actually respect Jordan and Pippen because Jordan knew he was Jordan, Pippen knew he was Robin, but he never let the organization mess him up with the relationship that him and Jordan had. Bill
So
and
afterwards.
Yeah, like after
So his
that,
son
then,
started piping in his
he,
First Future, then Jordan Jr. But the point was like, yo, they never let management get in between their hustle and game to winning championships.
Yeah, that
and then
was
also they didn't have social media to blow everything up
That's
like
true.
that.
They didn't make that a scheme kind of.
Yeah, but you know what's funny about that? Like,
We never knew Scotty was a hater until
nah,
social
you're right.
media.
But until Horace Grant actually says something. Remember the Jordan rules in The Last Dance? When Jordan would do that. But what I found out doing like research in general back in the day when we were kids, what the news reporters would do, like let's say JT was Jordan, and let's just
Why he got to be Jordan?
okay, so now you're Scotty. so let's just say, and by the way, Jabron is Tony Kukoc. So let's just
Who goes to dirty though?
yeah, but
was tough.
let's just say JT's getting interviewed by the media, and JT starts giving some insight about you being emotional. Like back in the day, they would ask the players like, "Yo, can I actually report this?" And the players would say yes or no. But now, because of social media, you just free for all. But back then, players controlled the media to a point. If you were a star player would be like, if you say this, I'm not doing any more interviews with you. Versus now with social media, anything
It
you
don't
record,
matter
it
now.
don't matter. If you get it recorded, it's just going up there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
see,
yo, you said it.
I've
It's
been in
over.
the locker room tying all your shoelaces together like, real hard.
That guy.
Said I was emotional.
So, do you really think it's important for players to actually play with their friends or really focus like how Jordan and Kobe were, where you're saying, like, yo, I don't care that you're my friend. I'm going to be your friend later on. Isaiah Thomas and actually Magic Johnson were truly good friends, but they weren't friends when they played against each other. And they didn't really socialize that much until after the seasons ended.
I still really respect that. I still really respect that because I'm coming from the NFL world. I'm a big football head. I'm more
Facts.
that than this. The NFL is too damn friendly.
You mean the NBA is too damn friendly?
No, I'm
Nah, he's saying
saying
the NFL is, though.
NFL. That's
So is the
an
NBA.
Yeah, I was going to say both of them are
No,
the
but I'm
same.
saying I feel like it started in the NFL. That's what shocked me first. I was like, why do you be friends with them afterwards?
Yeah.
You know
I
what
think
I'm
it's
saying?
worse than the NBA than the NFL.
But maybe now.
Because think about this
Because of
now.
LeBron
Because of
and all-
Bron.
yeah.
Yeah, Bron messed that
Yeah,
up.
he started a little trend.
And
started a
when
little
Bron
trend.
retires, how do you know, like, we're not going to disclose our age, but we're older than most of the NBA players, minus like KD and all
Shit,
of that.
we are.
But when you think about it now, when the next wave, which is like Tatum, Brown, even Simmons, and his emotionalness, do you think that NBA is going to change once Bron leaves, or do you think it's going to be continuing, hey, I want to play with my friend at all costs? Because I feel like most of these players are all about friends, but they're also becoming more selfish about making sure they're getting their money at all costs and making sure, hey, if this person got to go, it is what it is. I'll just get another friend of mine to play.
Yeah, that's how it is, though.
But why does it have to be a friend?
Because they just want to be with somebody they're cool with all the time. And at the same point in time, that doesn't really gel all the way.
Yeah.
It doesn't really work. Even though you play with them, it's like, hey, you don't need somebody that's your friend all the time. Like, you just need somebody that you can work with.
I respect the whole thing where, okay, me and this person aren't the best of friends and maybe we don't like each other, but
He who?
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Bruh,
This
hoop
is
though.
the best thing for our team. And, you know, JT's over there
In Sacramento.
in Sacramento.
Why you gotta be in Sacramento?
He's
in-
going over there.
He's in Vancouver. You know what
Oh,
I'm saying?
for, time out for all of y'all who don't know.
Like-
Vancouver had a squad.
Better uniforms too.
Mike Miller? Who else was on there?
Stromile Swift.
Swift.
Yeah.
Somebody was
Greg
a
Anthony was was the point guard there.
Damn, really?
Yeah. Expansion draft.
I did not know that.
They took Greg Anthony.
Dang.
Stat
That's
man. Yeah, that's me.
way. I didn't even know Anthony was there.
This is them with
Great.
the teal jerseys, yo. Go back and look at that.
The
But
Grizzly.
since this guy's in Vancouver, you know, let's say what right after the season, but before you shut everything down socially again to go into soldier mode to go back with
Grinding.
the team, we might get our families together or whatever. But what's wrong with me going at your head on some competition?
I think we come from an era where people were like, and we all played sports in high school. We came from an era where, like, even in our sports, we were cool with them, but we were cool later on. Like, we all
Yeah, you had the respect.
Yeah.
'cause-
Like, we was like, good to
Yeah.
see you, but like, yo,
Yeah.
I gotta do what I gotta do.
Exactly.
But here nowadays, I think you know what messed it up is when AAU circus were trying to get everybody, the top player, to play with each other, and they became friends. Like, perfect example, D Rose didn't do that, but KD did with Beasley. Remember, him, Beasley, and Bill Walker were all
Yeah.
friends.
Mm-hmm.
But that didn't really happen before all of that. Everyone was like, yo, I'm this great person in this AAU program. I'm great down south. I'm great in the West. I'm
When
great
we
in the
meet up,
East.
we'll meet up.
Yeah,
Like,
like,
what's up?
I see you, but
Yeah.
that was it. Like, I didn't even know, and none of y'all probably know this, Kendrick Perkins was cool with Brown back in the day, like when they were in high school. Like,
Really?
he did an interview, he was like, yo, when we were all McDonald All-Americans, he was like, yo, I knew Bron back then, even before I got into the league. Like, I knew Bron, we would see each other in the circuits. But when you think about it, like, yeah, they played together, but they weren't like that friendly, like how.
Yeah. Brown had his squad.
Yeah,
Like,
he
that's,
had his
these my
squad. It was like,
boys.
yeah.
Like,
But this era is like, yo, I want to play with X and Y no matter what. And yo, you're messing up your bag. You're also messing up your opportunity to develop because just because you have your friend might not be that best person for you long term.
And then you're setting up this Bradley Beal situation for me to go behind your back and take your catalytic converter. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Yeah,
Don't even do
yeah.
that. My wife and I just had to go deal with that.
Dirty, boy. You taking someone's. You get under the hood.
Yeah, I have you wait yo, just wait in the car real quick. I'm going in the auto zone, getting my parts together. That nigga don't know what. he got another thing coming, yo.
Ain't gonna sell that.
Yo, on some Goodfellas stuff. Remember Maury?
Crazy.
I want my money.
No, he was annoying. I'm surprised they didn't kill him right there.
If you all are our age bracket, you should know Goodfella. Classic.
I got a cousin
Watch
that I
that.
had to repeatedly admonish because he was like, well, I don't really think that's that good of a movie. I was like, it's one of the greatest movies
Of all time.
I've ever seen.
I don't
Yo,
ever wanna say
when we were
it,
in
boy.
college, one night we were in college just chilling in the dorm. We watched that at like at 3 o'clock in the morning.
It's a
Watching
great
it.
movie, though.
Yo, we were
It's
up watching
a
it.
wonderful movie.
It's
so
needed.
And then we
so
saw-
many levels to it, son.
And then we saw a disrespectful, ignorant movie where Kyle almost said he was gonna write to BET.
Oh yeah, BET had them movies.
It was called Hood Rat.
Oh yeah,
Ice-T was in it.
it was like,
Ice-T.
yeah, he was a
boy.
pimp.
It was
Remember-
Law and Order, and this man
No,
was.
it was before Law and
It
Order.
was like Willard. Remember that movie Willard with the
Yeah.
rat man?
Yeah.
It was like that, but just BET.
It's terrible.
You know what that means, yeah. So
It's so bad, bro.
they,
Bad entertainment television.
Yeah.
it was bad.
They movies is.
All I
trash.
remember was Ice-T saying something like,
And he got eaten up by rats.
did he threatened one of his girls. He was like, yo, I'm gonna give you some sunglasses. Like, I guess that meant he was gonna give her a black eye.
Yeah,
and she would have
yeah.
to cover them with sunglasses. I was like, that's a really funny threat. To kiss somebody.
I'm gonna give you some sunglasses.
And the rats tore him up. He needed load management, which, by the way, our next topic.
Who, Ice-T?
Yeah, he needed some load management. He didn't understand.
He didn't know how to organize his job.
No, not
He
at
didn't know how to
all.
He
organize
must have
it
been
right with the
bored as
streets.
hell to do that
No.
movie, yo.
What we got going on low management? How big he ain't
As
playing?
much as we all get mad at even talking about Mr. Stephen A. Smith, him and Jay Will, which, by the way, I feel like he's like the elevated version of Stephen A. Smith. I really do believe, like, yo, coming from...
Elevated version?
Yeah, when I mean by
What,
that,
like
like...
more conscious or something?
Nah, not even... Like, he can actually talk... Because Stephen A. Smith did play basketball at Winston-Salem State in college. But Jay...
Hey, why you waiting for my thing?
Because, you know,
But Jay Williams was, by the way, shout out to Jersey.
Hey,
He actually can talk like Stephen A. correctly,
but he's a player.
And a player.
It makes sense.
and I
too.
feel like, believe it or not, once Stephen A. actually retires, I feel like Jay Williams is gonna be the next Stephen A. but actually have more to say. Kind of like how JJ Redick
Redick.
is, but I feel like
sleeping, my boy.
nah, I ain't sleeping on him. But I feel like for the next black man who's gonna be on TV and actually trying to talk that stuff,
Maybe Jay.
it's gonna be Jay. Like I feel like he's getting groomed for that. But him and Stephen A. and Jay Williams actually had like a real discussion where at times I actually understood Stephen A., but I was more understanding Jay Williams. Yo, Jabron, I know you got something up your sleeve. Please provide me that next clip.
Hey, yo, my man Fife Diggy, he got something to say.
Hey,
What I'm talking about, Jay, is an attitude on the part of the players. If you know that 19,000 people came to an arena to see you, it might help if you wasn't sitting on a bench in street clothes with a smile on your face, walking and jumping around like there was nothing wrong with you when they came to see you play. You see what I'm saying? It's like you got to guard against
Not really.
that. And what you have is a situation, we're seeing it too often. Again, no one's questioning the legitimacy of injuries. What we're saying is we know that load management is an element in the game. We know that the players are not only the ones guilty of it, you have management and executives and owners that play a role in it. But we also have to acknowledge that with the money that's in the game and the money that the players are getting paid, there are times where they give you the impression, so what? Deal with it. This is the way it is. Get over it. So what? You paid your money. And I'm saying you got to be careful about that. You have to be mindful of the fact that somebody might not know better. And all they know is that they traveled 3,000 miles to see you play, or they came to the game once because they can't afford season tickets. You got to pay attention to all of these things.
Stephen, I understand all that, but I can't make everybody happy all the damn time. I can't make everybody happy all the time.
Well,
so you're telling me
Jay,
a kid that drives all the way to see me play in Chicago when I played my year for the Bulls, if I happen to roll my ankle and I'm sitting out because the team's like, we're on a back-to-back and we want to make sure that you're ready for it.
That's not what I said.
But we start questioning the legitimacy of injuries. That's what we're doing. We're saying, well, you know what? Because guys 20 years, I'm just saying how fans look at it, Stephen A. I'm not saying you. But it's like, well, because guys 20 years ago played through that injury, that means since I came all the way down here, you have to play through that injury. I'm like, well, hold on a second. The science is telling me I shouldn't play through this injury because there's a lingering effect on what this happens. So if you want to fix it, then let's drop it down to 70 games. Let's cancel back-to-backs. There's going to be an economic issue with that, but let's lower games then.
Wait a minute. I'm with Steve Kerr on this. I don't mind the season being dropped to 70 to 72 games.
Yeah.
That doesn't bother me at all. But how much you want to make a bet? I'm willing to bet my check that it could be 72 games and you still going to have cats that take nights off. And, oh, by the way,
but see,
they'll be ready to play tomorrow night. You know, there's a difference between being injured and resting.
Okay, so I got a couple questions for y'all.
What's up?
I got like 4 questions. Whose side are you on? Are you on Stephen A's or are you on Jay Williams?
I actually understand what Stephen A. saying.
A little bit. Yeah, that's weird. Because I usually don't follow up with bro like that.
Okay, so you Stephen A. You.
I said I kind of understand what
Are
bro's
you
saying.
independent? No, you gonna go with Stephen A?
Nah, I kind of understand what he's saying, but I hear where Jay is saying though. Like it's just like how you were saying, like, yo, I follow up, bro, but it's just like Stephen A didn't make no bad points either. Like I don't know, like it's kind of weird, like to choose a side on that one.
Because once you get, like, if you really listen to what Stephen A is saying, it's like there's a tact to it. Like, goddamn, I mean,
yeah, right.
Like, you're supposed to be injured.
You know where this shot's coming from.
Sit down.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The shot came
and it's like,
from,
okay, so you're clearly not injured.
The shot came from when LeBron did not play against Brooklyn. But then
The next game, right?
And then they said
I
you
was just
came
about to
back,
say that. That's what I'm
and then
saying.
you
Like,
come play the Knicks and bust the Knicks' ass.
exactly, but it's just like that. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Like it's like, are you injured or are you just upset, bro? Were you just upset? That's what to me as a fan. That's what I thought. I'm like, were you injured or were you upset? Because in that game, I saw you cry. I saw you sit
did.
on the bench with a towel over your head, just sitting there like this.
That kind of
Like, what happened?
Tarnished LeBron, but that made you look like, come on, bro. Like, you the best player
Yeah.
of all time. It's like, yo,
You the face of the league.
You're
Let's
not
be
supposed
real.
to do that. There's many times that Kobe's been pissed off, Jordan's been pissed off, Garnett, Allen,
Jordan got beat up all the time by the Pistons. Like, come on now.
Isaiah. And you know Isaiah, they look at him like he's like a thug. But he never let his emotions like that get to him.
Yeah.
But
Except that time he didn't want to shake Jordan's hand.
Hey.
Which I don't blame him for that either.
fun fact about that, you know why he didn't do that, right?
Why ain't do it?
I thought he said something like they didn't normally, like sometimes that happened, they didn't always shake hands.
So one time during the playoffs, when Jordan was like, I'm trying to play a clean game, it was really implying like Detroit was like a dirty team.
Yeah.
And he was basically making it sound like Isaiah was a dirty guy.
But Zeke was never that dude
His
doing
team
that
was
shit.
dirty.
Yeah, and Zeke had to say, he was like, yo, that wasn't me.
Yeah.
Which kind of is messed up on Jordan, even though we're getting off the topic, but kind of messed up. You messed up Isaiah going to be with that dream team that should have went.
Yeah.
And he made sure, he told, and I think one doctor was like, yo, you can pick anyone you want. He ain't coming. Which was
He
Zeke.
made sure.
He made
They
sure.
tried to say it wasn't that, but and Zeke knew. He was like, I knew it was up.
But that messed up that he was gonna get a medal. But going back to there's one thing I didn't like. And by the way, I'm more on Jay Williams' side. Players are their own. They're their own business, and what I mean by that, their play is their bread and butter. If they feel like they don't want to play, they're worrying about their future, their money. So when I don't feel like playing, yes, the fans come to see me, but I'm more worried about if I have a twinge, I want to make sure they can't use that against me for having a poor game that you're not going to give me my bag. I know you're looking at me like that don't mean nothing, but again, management looks at everything. And if that means you played a horrible game, but your ankle was bothering you. Yes, LeBron was bothered by an ankle, but then ended up playing the next game. We don't know, like Jay Williams said, you don't know how my body felt that moment.
Okay,
I could have felt bad.
Is there any reason why we can't know that?
Why
Because
should you know?
with you
That's a HIPAA
saying
violation.
that makes me feel like, what time is it?
8:57.
Okay, in about
On a
7
Sunday?
hours, I'll be on my way to Harrisburg to do my job, and then after that,
You
know what I'm saying?
JT,
I'm
Jabbar
on
Wall,
call.
Joe Smalls.
I don't want to do that. I have no out. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do it.
Correct.
I
But
get paid to do it.
But at the end of the day, you know, especially in football, and I both know, you are replaceable as quick as possible. Any inclination that you're
Now, see, that would
going
hold
downhill.
up a little bit more if you're not doing an Andrew Bynum dancing in the club and then coming
He
back
was
the
a
next
dickhead.
day.
Yo,
You're doing the
I sent
cabbage
you the
patch on the
video.
sideline.
Hey, yo,
By the
That
way,
pissed me
that's-
off,
By the way,
'cause he
that's the
could-
only person from Jersey we don't
Because
represent.
he could dance too. That's what that made it worse. That he was really he was getting it too. I think that's
There's the exception to the rule like
that's
that.
what Stephen A. is saying. Like, if it's gonna be that, then let it be that. Say like I got something twitchy and I'm concerned. We have concerns about this body part.
But then again,
But don't come there and show up on a scooter, skateboard down to
Crip walk.
you know what I'm saying, doing all of that and just blatantly not be hurt playing with my money.
You're right. But
And if it wasn't a back-to-back like that in New York, would he have played, though? You know what
No,
I'm
I
saying?
don't
Like,
think
if he
so.
would have traveled to a different city, if he want to, I think they were doing their East Coast tour at that
Yeah,
time, obviously. But if it was like Boston, do you think he still would have played?
yeah, definitely because Boston is that playoff team that's going to go to the finals. most
Exactly.
likely.
That's what I'm saying.
But
though.
Brooklyn's going to. If Brooklyn
But why
would have
did-
that thing.
That's the thing. Like, why
But
did
he
he
knew
do
the Knicks
that?
were easy.
But but the Mecca.
Madison-
It's the
that-
Mecca.
yeah, that was the Mecca.
Come on. And then KD's not there. If KD was there, would he have played? Like, all right, cool, I'm going to push through because KD's there's
I
competition.
don't know. I think
That's what I'm saying.
I think
you
he
pick and
might have.
choose so much with that.
I think if his body, in quotations, was hurting,
Yeah.
I think he might have bit the bullet. The one thing I don't think, they definitely should not change it from 82 to 72. Because back in the 80s and the 90s, people like Ewing, except when he got hurt, Barkley, Jordan, they played them all 82 games.
Yeah.
So changing that won't make a difference. I feel like, again, Kobe was that last era where unless you...
He was different, though.
Yeah, because Jordan was that person. And what gets me with LeBron, which now you're going to hear me play like Jay Williams, I'm on both sides. LeBron's seen what Jordan's done and what Kobe's done, but you decide to do load management. You decide to sit out games. Kobe went to a Jordan game, and supposedly Jordan was actually hurting, but he heard that Jordan actually played, and he was like, yo, I will never sit out of a game because Jordan played hurt.
It be times when I remember, and I didn't go to the game, as family members that went to the game, and he came up in Jersey when the New Jersey Nets was, had a squad.
rest in peace.
Jordan did not, he started the game for a little bit, sat
Pause.
down.
Guess what? You know he went to Atlantic City the night before to gamble on
Of
himself.
course, he probably did.
We know that now for sure.
But he suited up,
He
and it's
said
the
it.
Nets. It was the Nets, bro.
Yeah.
He didn't need to play.
But I feel like it's that
With
era.
Derrick
He signed-
Coleman.
he suited up,
And
and
son-
Phil
and
was like,
son them.
Phil was like, yo, give the fans what they want. He came out there, dropped a couple buggies, and sat down. But he played though. At least you suited up, bro. Come on.
I feel like it's that era. I feel like the touchy-feelies of how people feel nowadays. I feel like, and I believe it or not, I feel like Bron started it. Because like I said, when Kobe passed that torch to him, the whole way of the NBA changed.
But you know what? I'll say this. If it's going to be that, let it be that.
Oh, it's going to be a different thing when Bron leaves.
We the people get to be pissed about it. You can't put a finger in our face.
No, you're right.
Because you know what we pay to go to
bruh,
where
I've been
we
to
go.
games, yeah.
Got work tomorrow morning. Still got to get on the train. Still got to get off the path. Drive all the way back
To our home.
You know what I'm saying? Still got to go to work.
But I understand both sides. Like, Jay Williams was basically on both sides. But it's like, at the end of the day, I'm the athlete. I'm protecting myself at the end of the day.
So protect yourself and be selfish about it. But when you get cussed out at Starbucks, don't cry.
Guess what? This era of basketball, they cry about everything.
And they're gonna continue. I'm egging your car.
Oh well, damn.
But that's how LeBron's staying around, and LeBron hasn't done that too often. Where it's like, I think
after that groin injury, he started doing it. Because he didn't do that really in Cleveland.
Because he ain't had no injuries like that.
But I think
once
that happens,
we hurt now. Like, hold up now.
Father Time top like, yo.
You got a point, Stat. Like, he really hasn't done it that much because Bron used to play like all the damn time.
Yeah.
But when he had that little injury in the groin, and to me, I mean,
but that's
I've
injured,
had soreness,
though.
Playing, but it's just like playing, hooping like in the, continuously like that. It's not like Achilles. Like Kobe or a torn rotator cuff.
He would have played if
that man shot 2 free throws after that and walked off.
That's greatness. That's greatness right there.
Come on now.
That's greatness.
If that man could have suited up, he would have played the next game. He really could have. But that joint was. They said that joint was shattered.
Remember they had to hide AI's jersey.
Again, we're talking about different eras.
He didn't want, he had something going on and still wanted to play, and I guess he would routinely still get back into the games, because it's like you're gonna tell AI no in Philly. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So what they had to do is like, you know what? We don't even have a jersey right now. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't pack your jersey,
you can't
bro.
have it. Sit out. You know what I'm saying? Somebody would go hide his jersey, because people who ball, they really want to play. Now, if you're really injured, I'm saying, I understand that.
But how do you define injuries?
Why don't you tell us?
Why is that your business?
Because I'm paying, asshole. What are you talking about?
You're great. You're right. But why should I tell?
I'm the customer.
Oh, so the customer's always right?
When I pay $300, I'm something. God damn it.
So when someone comes to when you go to their job and they tell you to pick up a load of diarrhea on the ground because they're the customer, you gonna do it?
Okay, if I say no and they start cursing, they can curse and I'm getting in my van and I'm leaving.
Correct.
But they have the right to be mad.
So the players have the right not to say anything.
Well, here's the other thing. That's also not my job.
It's not my job to tell you. It's the coach and the trainers.
So I'm saying if that doesn't happen, then I can still be mad at the fact that didn't happen.
I'm agreeing with you. You could be mad at LeBron. You could be mad at Kawhi. You could be mad at Paul George.
Or it might not.
Embiid.
Is it that people are actually mad at the person? I feel like the athletes are being kind of defensive. And it's like, you want to be selfish, fine.
Yeah.
You want to do everything for you, fine. You want to play with your friends, fine. You want to have something to say on political matters, that's fine. You want to do all of that but think you're not going to get any pushback for it? From all of America,
and social media,
somebody's going to have something to say.
As long as, I agree. You can say whatever you want, and the player has to eat it. But again,
I mean, that's not even
I'm
disrespectful.
No, we're good.
And if you don't tell me, that's fine. If nobody says anything, but I don't think now. I'm all right.
David
I don't really care. Yeah,
Rest in peace.
now.
Oh, yeah. He did.
He wasn't
now.
Pop was the person who started this.
Because if you're gonna be like, I don't have to tell you, then I'm gonna be like, well, I don't have to listen to your concerns about your mental health because people are cursing you out on your burner account. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I don't care about that.
KD.
Always forgetting to sign out of his J. Or sign into his. But it's like, listen, you can't have it both ways. Everybody's trying to get their cake and eat it too.
Yeah.
So I'm saying pick a struggle.
They want it all.
You want to load manage, but deal with what we got to say.
That's fair.
And get your millions.
But you shouldn't have me explain why I'm taking that day off.
Yeah, but
that's the only thing I'm saying.
Who's requiring them to say? At the end of the day, they still don't have to.
No,
all
but
it is
they have
is
to say why they're not playing.
People are still getting on their ass.
That's cool. That's
true.
the price of being an athlete. But when you're getting mad hearing it's load management, or the reason why, you shouldn't get mad at the player of why he's sitting out. That's all I'm saying. If the player wants to sit out, if you want to sit out of a game, should you have to tell the fans why you're doing it?
Maybe not. But listen.
No.
Listen.
That's not your business.
That's
not your business.
Even if that's the case, because I really haven't had conversations with a lot of people who are like, they should have told me. It's more like a disappointment, and you can't be mad at anybody for being like, wow, I was kind of hoping to see LeBron today because it's the Lakers.
It was like young boy that came up to Miami. And he's like, I threw such and such miles to see Jimmy Butler, and nobody knew Jimmy Butler was gonna be hurt. That's why I say it should be.
But
you
you-
had to
but
say
you
it,
know
but
what
it
Jimmy
should be
did?
announced. He came back and did pictures with bruh.
Yeah, the next day he took pictures. It was 2 people.
I thought it was the same day, same night. He came back out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But he took pictures with 2 kids.
Now see,
That was dope. That was dope.
That,
He's-
with that
yeah,
kid,
yeah.
that had that sign.
that's
Yeah.
cool, and I respect that. But imagine if he had been like, well, I don't care because I was doing the best for myself. And then
But that's what majority of the players have been doing. To me, it
Nah,
feels like
that's
it's been
cool.
like that. I don't know.
Now, again, I'm saying, you want to take that route, you know what I'm saying? Do that. Be about that.
can get
But
cursed out.
then,
You can get cursed
Be able
out.
to
That's
handle the
fair.
heat.
when
don't
when
ask me why
somebody,
I'm doing it.
when somebody's on their podcast doing you dirty,
Frnds versus Frnds.
then what can you say?
Nah, that's fair.
And people start talking trash on Twitter, what can you say? You did it your way, check. You got your money, check. You get to play when when you're ready to play, check. You didn't have to explain to Kyle Bird all the way out here, check. I'm talking trash on Twitter.
Fair enough.
Don't cry.
Guess what? That's fair.
Don't panic.
But I get mad at fans like, yo, yes, we pay. We're the paying customer. But I shouldn't have to say to the fans, yo, the reason why I had a
this
twinge.
dude got problems with authority or something. You know what I'm saying? You can't give me that and let me know. Or you know what? That's not even the thing. That don't even be it. It's the fact that we didn't even know that we just show
No,
up.
but guess
Yeah,
what?
right?
No, but
Because at the end of the day, does it even matter?
But guess what?
I would never bought these tickets.
But
like,
guess
honestly.
what? Sadly enough, like Jay was saying, that could be, and Stephen A, that could be management at the last second deciding that. So the player could have been, so Bron could have been, I'm not going to use Bron, Jalen Brunson. Jalen could have been wanting to play, but then Rose or Tibbs is saying, yo, I'm pulling you tonight, you're not playing.
But that's fine. But stop trying to act like that doesn't suck for me.
No, bruh,
That sucks.
I haven't disagreed with you. All I'm saying is, yo, don't have me explain to you. That's not my job.
You want to be real? I don't care.
There we
I don't
go.
even care about the reason.
There we go.
Let somebody know. And
Let
when
them know
I'm
what?
like,
Let them know what?
I wish I would have known before I paid, like
Season tickets?
You're
or just
allowed. We do not get season tickets for anything.
I
You know what I'm
that.
saying?
We too broke.
Damn. You know what I'm saying? We really don't.
Damn.
And that's even more of a reason why, okay, you don't have to let me know why. And maybe you don't even have the time to let me know in advance.
Nah, 'cause sometimes
I can't
it's-
even get my money back. The least you could do is not be whack about the fact that it still sucks for me and my kids.
Guess what? This is why I say all the time, we're too young to say the 80s game, but we're old enough to say the 90s and early 2000s was the best of our lives.
When they
because
was playing.
People were balling. Again, as I say, Kobe and Jordan held the league in a certain standard. Bron made it a way where my opinion and my feelings are important. I'm not about touchy-feely, especially now because, by the way, I'll bring him up for a second. Yes, Ben Simmons had a right for mental health, but now mental health isn't his excuse for why he doesn't want to shoot. He's now of an issue, and I do feel from time to time.
I wasn't even up on that last time. It's annoying.
I feel like, believe it
Shoot.
or not, now I feel like they're using ticky-tack injuries for him not to play because he just won't shoot.
So you think they're just saying like, oh yeah.
Yo,
he
your
might get hurt.
knee sore? Okay, you'll be gone a game or two.
Because they don't want to have to say that he
might have
just
been
doesn't
failing
want
on
to
it.
shoot.
Yeah, you become a liability.
Yeah, for me, now we done did this whole segment about how it's business. It works two ways.
Yeah.
You're a basketball player that doesn't shoot. Go away.
I want my money still.
You? For not doing your job?
I do everything but shoot. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree, but I'm just saying, Ben Simmons does everything but shoot.
That's a problem.
Yes, but he thinks he's still entitled to his $30 million.
I can't say what I would say to in that room.
He ain't trying to get his cut. He's like,
right,
I
YouTube
can't.
doesn't allow it. And it wouldn't be a long conversation.
All right, since I told you this
Ben,
episode, I was
get your
running it.
ass up out of that chair and get out my office.
Stink meter will come out of you. For all of y'all who don't know,
Yo,
watch Boondocks.
Yo, I would be possessed. I would be a man possessed. Can you imagine that? You know what you go through on a daily basis. Can you imagine even just getting a phone call that the kids did something and you're like, and you finally hang up and you're like, Ben, what do you want? I don't want to shoot anymore. Like, get out my get all the way. I'm calling security. Yeah, I'm calling security. Please take him away from me. I don't want to see his face right now.
Hey, bro, why you in your hypeness, bro?
Yeah,
Do
run
you
this
have?
game. I'm not even giving him the option. I'm just saying, run the game.
I need the music first.
Jabron, run that.
He said, "Yo, drop my intro before I go out."
You know I gotta stretch.
So we need to get the flicker of lights like the real.
Man doing burpees next.
You're not in here. They don't even got the space like that.
Shout out to Prime Grooves Studio.
Hey,
Located on Instagram.
G, are you with me?
Yo, that is mad cool that we get to do that on this show. But there was a picture circulating around everywhere. Paul Pierce puts it up. He's got questions.
J.R. Smith got answers.
The Celtics. Who's beating the Celtics? That was the question. We have a question too. Well, not really a question. It's a foregone conclusion. There's a record that's going to be broken. It's not really even going to be against the Celtics. But we want to play a game called What Happens First? What's more likely? If they played that game, LeBron needs 25 points. Because, you know, the games that everybody thinks that he's going to break that record, the tickets are up to like 92. Like,
Someone in OKC said $75,000 for a ticket.
Or 95,000.
That's dick. OKC?
So imagine, all right, we're going to have that Celtics team, but we're going to have LeBron with the shape of his team right now.
Wait, the Laker team right now?
Yeah. And let's say without AD or something, right?
Why without AD? Let me think.
What?
Why not?
My man coughs and he's going to be hurt.
Because now we're going to play. Do the Lakers solve that question? Do the Lakers beat the charged up Celtics right now? Or are the Celtics able to stop him from getting 25 in that game? Just the one game where you know he's supposed to break that record. What's more likely to happen? Who gets their problem solved first?
That Lakers squad, which included KG, Pierce.
I mean, the Celtics squad. That Celtics squad.
The current Celtics squad or that one in that picture?
The one in the picture.
You were media.
No, you said that Lakers squad.
Oh, my bad.
The Celtics squad, yeah.
He was wrong. Strike two.
All right, cool. So KG, Pierce.
And they would have to play
Tatum, Brown.
They would have to play the Lakers as they are right now.
Smart, yeah. The Lakers right now. And you're saying AD can't be there?
It don't make a difference.
He can be there.
No, because they got Thomas Bryant who be coming in.
Can they stop him from scoring? The goal, let's say they win if they stop.
Are these guys prime or they just, you know?
In the picture.
In the picture, how they are right
KD
now.
looked like he came from a homeless shelter. Paul Pierce looked like he came out of rehab.
Paul Pierce can't look like he just he was at the strip club all night, and it's just like
And
3.
he was.
And it's
And
like it's 6, 7 in the morning. He's like, dang, I've been here all night in the morning.
You should
too.
know
Like,
better. That's how he
damn.
got
So
stabbed.
does
Damn, why you
this-
go there with it, though?
does LeBron solve their problem by beating that team with his current team right now? Or is
Without
that
AD.
team able to stop LeBron from scoring his hypothetical 25 points that he needs to break the Kareem's record in their face?
I say Bron get that 25. He ain't gonna win the game, but he gonna get that 25. Who's guarding
Come
him?
hell or high
Paul
water.
Pierce?
We just said Paul Pierce looked like he came out of a rehab/strip club.
That means LeBron is going to get that 25 points.
And that's what he's saying. Will LeBron get it?
Yeah,
Yeah, and he said
Yeah,
he's
he
saying
will.
that
He
he's
will
gonna
get
get
that
it.
Okay,
25.
I was looking at you like,
He will get that 25.
But they're definitely not going to win the game.
That's, you know what?
No,
All right.
they ain't gonna win that
no. Yeah, they would.
And you taking AD out? Are y'all putting AD in the game or not?
Hey,
You
let's
got
let's
a
even
bum,
let's
you got
even
a
put him
bum
in.
of a player in Pierce. You got an old homeless dude of KG.
Oh, I mean, I'm thinking KG gonna be KG.
no,
though.
KG. You saw the picture?
I
Homie
know.
look homeless.
I know, but I can see Paul Pierce
He's
being like,
smoking weed homeless.
I can't see KG be like that though. KG's still that dog though.
He
I don't
is,
care.
but, yo, he too old. He look homeless. He look homeless.
Russell Westbrook.
Now, time
Russell-
out. No, before.
Russell works
No.
smart.
Let me say. No. Let me bring this up. I'm gonna cut your game short for 2 seconds. Did you see after the game, LeBron was pissed off, and you saw Russell like,
Oh, yeah, he was smiling.
my man really smiled like that, and he was all happy. I was like, yo,
He didn't care.
I was like, Westbrook, you ain't played the whole fourth quarter. You got an OT.
And he was talking with Pat Bev on the bench like crazy. They were arguing about something, and Bron was just like, "Yo, like, are y'all
Yeah.
serious right now?"
So, all right. So,
He's
you-
playing that Reggie Miller role.
Yeah.
So, Smart would get shut down by Pat Bev. That's a wash. Brown,
We put 2 old timers in
you
there.
got Brown. Brown's gonna score 20 points at least.
Tatum going to drop.
Tatum gonna get dropped 30. Pierce might get 12 or 10. We'll go with 10. KG gonna do 5.
Give him 18.
Who?
And you
KG.
said KG's getting 5.
He look homeless.
At their prime,
He
they
had
would
that
win.
dog in him. He just didn't go.
The dog. He going to your
KG got
place.
that.
No,
He
he
probably-
going to
KG
your
got that
job.
dog
He didn't get no
He going
haircut.
to your job,
It
and
is
he's
what it
going
is.
to go lay to rest.
People are starting to pierce together where I work now. It's not like that, whatever you're thinking.
It's not like that.
I don't think.
But I
don't-
perform some services.
very important services for our country.
Yeah, that's it.
I support you. I don't think KG would be an X factor. I think Pierce will just get too winded after, because he's smoking weed like nobody's business nowadays.
You know, he could shoot.
He could shoot, but then he gonna have like a heart attack or something going down the court. He ain't got it. Tatum 30.
Dirty. So you're
Brown-
saying LeBron's gonna get 25, break the record,
He gonna get.
and they
he gonna get
win.
40 again.
That's what he said.
He
yeah.
getting 40.
and they're gonna win.
Yeah. Okay, put it this way. Think about this. If Bron did not get fouled, if that call did not happen, if he had gotten that call, they would have won that game. They would have won that game. And Bron got.
It kind of looked to me like he was getting ready to miss that layup anyway.
He should have dunked it. Someone said that in the
He
comments.
pulled a
Should have
Ewing.
dunked that.
He pulled a Ewing in the finals.
Should have dunked
Instead
that.
of finger
joint.
rolling, he should have.
Yeah. He should have yammed that shit.
But I didn't know. To be honest, I thought Bron was purposely trying to get fouled. I don't think he was, like you're saying, going
Why
for
are
that
you
later.
trying to get fouled? Your
They do
arm
that.
is
But
right
they
here.
do that.
Yeah.
You're
Yo,
right
again,
here.
no one's like Kobe and Jordan trying to score like that.
But it's right here. He beat the defender there.
And to me, that was their best out of bounds play because I've been watching them fools
I
and
was
they
shocked.
do some stupid shit. That was the best out of bounds play I've ever seen.
That's
them
why,
run.
if you ask me, it looked like you know when you go up and it's like you wanted to do something, but something kind of is in the way. You second guess at the last second,
yeah.
and you end up kind of just
You think he did
shorting out. it kind of looked like he was getting ready to miss anyway.
But then he would have got fouled. Like, properly, he would have got that call fouled. And he would have
They
made
still
one.
would have said no. Because
He
he
would've
got
made one,
fouled
too.
clear as day.
Yeah, but guess what?
I'm saying if he didn't get fouled, right, and he still like
If he still missed it, then that's just stupidity.
if that, I mean, you miss shots sometimes, but
Yeah, but that was clear. Like, literally, when you saw him get the ball and he went right up there, like, I was like, oh, snap.
He was
game
right
over.
there.
that's just called smoking a layup.
I still say Bron wins the game against that crew and gets 40.
He smoked the layup.
I'm guaranteeing that 25. He get
He getting 25 plus and winning.
I would hope. Especially when you got 2 old timers on there. I thought he was gonna say they're gonna be at their prime.
If
they
you
was
said
at their
prime,
prime,
if you said prime, then
I'm
I'd be
still
like,
saying he getting at 25.
Correct.
But I don't think about winning. No.
No.
That's why I say we have an
It would
AD
have been a
or
blowout.
not.
That would have been a blowout.
Because a matchup with AD and KG would have been cool. Rui.
And guess what? If you actually, instead of
I wasn't even
Smart
thinking about
and had
Rui
Ray
like that.
Allen, instead of Smart,
Yeah.
that would have been a complete blowout. KG, Pierce, Tatum, Brown, Ray Allen. That's a blowout.
They just had Jalen maybe at the 1. Oh, you said Smart still?
No.
Oh.
You
Yes,
said Ray Allen.
Ray Allen. Ray.
Brown, Tatum, Pierce, KG.
It just had Brown at the 1 then.
Yeah, because he could do that.
Yeah.
Who beating this team?
The Bulls. Detroit.
Now we're.
That's
going
why
down the
JR
rabbit
said,
hole.
"Yo, who?" JR was like, "Everybody."
He said, a lot of
a
teams.
lot of teams.
Yeah. By the way, shout out to JR. You from the Jersey area.
Hey, all day NJ.
I had one more thing to piss you all off, but that's okay. Send us home.
Hey, yo, it's Frnds VS Frnds. We see you on next episode.
Peace.
Peace.